We find ourselves in a tavern at the edge of the world. As usual nowadays, the adventuring party sits with the bard, talking through stories from their life, conversing, and happily awaiting the next time he begins his tale. Not long after they've shared a few drinks, the bard eventually pulls out his instrument and begins to strum. Well, my friends, perhaps a small recap then. Having been revealed the prophecy of Ragnarok, our adventuring troupe was left to decide on a path forward. Einar and Vidar both said their goodbyes as the group began to head south again. Their travels were interrupted, however, as Reese was pulled off track to fulfill a promise, leading the party to an illusion encompassing a clearing in the hearth. Sitting in the clearing were the bones of a long, dead giant, and upon Reese's fulfillment of the task, a strange figure appeared in the clearing, threatening the party for being there. With the help of the Storm Mother's magics, it was revealed to be none other than the goddess of trickery herself, Svala. She touched on the story of Gern, the cloud giant, before leaving the party with an ominous promise. They eventually made their way to the town of Stillview, where they retrieved an amulet that was left with Crag's friend Akina. Following that, Crag confronted his father in a communion, resulting in a blow argument that did not end on good terms. Following this, the party regrouped and set out to confront their next challenge, Styrkollr's tomb. The puzzles and traps of the tomb eventually led to a final confrontation with the now undead Red Lord. In an intense display of power, Morgan set Styrkollr ablaze, and Brody, the god of victory, appeared before the party. As he began to speak, the final flames were creeping up Styrkollr's form. Brody urged Morgan to allow the creature rest, attempting to persuade the party to leave the tomb with Styrkollr alive. They paid him no heed and turned the Red Lord to ash. We find ourselves back in the tomb of Styrkollr. The armor of the Red Lord has just collapsed to the ground as the rest of his form was turned to ash, incinerated by Morgan's magics. You see amidst the pile in the center of the plate of armor, a piece of the crown that he was wearing having broken off, looking to be roughly about the size of the fit you're looking for on your amulet.
Which one of us has it?
I do.
I think
I have the amulet.
The amulet, but who has the? Because I was next. I was holding Crag, who was in front.
I don't think
of...
whatever gem or whatever we're looking for. I don't think any of us have touched it yet because we're all a little like, oh my god, Crag!
That's what I. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like focused on.
I haven't picked it up yet. I just have the amulet.
Okay.
Does anyone have any healing? I can at least get him stable.
I healed him actually last time.
Oh, right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Never mind then. Well, and like looking where Brody left, that bodes well.
Crag, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have run in like that.
You're fine. Everyone makes mistakes, especially in fights. Wires can get crossed. Now you know for the future, yeah?
Yeah.
At least
Vanessa?
at least have someone as a backup next time. Someone that has your back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Morgan, for getting him stable. I can't heal with shit. Except for maybe try and staunch bleeding.
Yeah.
Crag will he'll pat Morgan on the back and be like, Well, I guess we're even now, aren't we?
I guess so. I look over to what remains of Styrkollr. And then I look over to where Brody left. And he's just gone.
Gone, yeah.
What was that? I wasn't really paying attention. Behind. Was someone there?
That was proof that prophecy that we had seen is not only for the Elden to know about.
I could have stopped. I was too invested.
No, I'm glad you didn't. I wouldn't have.
Because at least now we know when it happens. You heard him, he was going to expect another group to come in here and do this.
But
You think
why?
they would have stopped?
But why?
Why what?
Why have the gauntlet meant to be repeated? Why is it so important to keep him here? What does it mean?
Either the gods are keeping something from the three in charge up in Wintercrest, or they didn't tell us everything that they knew about this Red Lord. Which they weren't entitled to tell us anything, but
Oh.
at least one of them knew we were potentially coming here. And she didn't stop us.
Let's look around, yeah? See if I could maybe find some shreds of answers.
Should we go ahead and grab? And I point to the.
That was going to be my next point of order, is if you wanted to do it, if you wanted someone else to grab it for you.
I'll do it. I've
Okay.
got the amulet.
Sure.
I
Then
help
I'm gonna
Crag
get
up.
to- I'm gonna get to looking around.
Okay. Go ahead and make me, we'll call it a notice roll for looking around.
Sick.
Reyna, do you put the gemstone in the amulet?
I might as well. I feel like I'm gonna lose it otherwise.
Oops.
Oh,
Because it's like the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. Like, there are multiple.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't want to just carry 5, like, however many random gems around. I'd rather.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Plus the amulet. Like, if I only got the one, I might as well stick it in.
You reach down and you pluck the gemstone, this deep ruby red gemstone that seems to pulse with this power. And as you seat it down in the amulet, there's this ever so small red flash that appears around the amulet.
Cool. Oh god.
I help Crag up, but I look over to Morgan. He's still staring at the smoldered remains. I walk up to him and put a hand on your shoulder. If you hadn't done it, I would have died trying to take him down. I wouldn't have stopped. You did good. You were protecting your own. I'm grateful for it.
Thank you. I really don't enjoy the kill. But there's this part of me, I think, that does. and I've been kind of questioning myself, I guess.
The fact that you are even questioning means that you have a good conscience. I know a thing or two about liking something that is a bit darker, knowing it's not necessarily right. You're a good kid, Morgan. If you liked killing and liked death, that would be something to concern about, but the fact that it's a necessity sometimes. It's nature. It's where I grew up. Taming the beast.
I reached up to her hand and I just grab it and I just... Thank you. I'm glad you're not dead.
Thanks, Morgan.
Quick pause. Forgot to do it earlier. Can we get Craig in here?
Oh, son of a bitch!
shit!
Ooh.
Yeah, alright, hold up.
Have him join the party. We're just
Yeah.
having a nice
Yes.
moment.
Having a nice moment. It's fine.
Just a nice
I'm gonna switch the
moment.
GM cam so the audience isn't blasted by Craig.
Now recording.
Now recording.
Now recording. All right, cool.
The chorus.
All right, back to
So
some
we're back.
emotional baggage.
Anyways,
Speaking of which, since I've used the dagger within the last hour, how am I feeling, DM?
A little more murdery than usual.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, Bridia just, she pats and is just like, I definitely understand how you feel. As long as you don't let those feelings win, you'll be okay. She takes a breath and
I got a 7,
Just
by the
make
way.
sure.
With your 7, you look around and there's a surprising, some might even say suspicious, lack of any information. It's all just pretty standard stuff like what you saw coming in with the carvings, playing Styrkollr out as this big like hero of the people, a valiant figure to be looked up to. But there's no chests, no scraps of paper, no tablets, nothing that would strike your interest.
Okay. Well, Silas really wants to put the amulet on. But Reyna doesn't trust any of this shit, so she's gonna put it back in her bag.
Okay.
What the hell? Well, they've been thorough.
What is it?
This place is scrubbed, it looks like. You'd imagine a tomb would have more information than the basic fanfare.
With a magical eye, can I take a look around the room?
Sure. Either occult or spellcasting.
Actually, I would like to cast Heim, reveal Arcana.
Okay. Oh, go ahead and roll your spellcasting roll for it. Sorry.
Alright, cool. Very good. Ooh, starting off strong. Not really. My explosion was less than my actual roll. 11.
11. Okay, so remind me of the specific effects for it.
The recipient of the power can see and detect all supernatural persons, objects, or effects in sight for 5 rounds. This includes invisible foes, enchantments on people or items, and so on. With arrays, I know the type of enchantment. When used
Okay.
on supernatural creatures, which I don't imagine is applicable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So that's
The only thing that you really notice is the plate that is on the ground that Styrkollr was wearing, and the amulet, and your usual array of party members.
I go up to the plate that remains. Am I able to glean? Like, I just want to reach out and touch it. Just to
Yeah.
feel.
Is this Savage Worlds Identify basically, or is that a different spell?
Well, no. But with arrays, I do get to detect what kind of enchantment, so that might be reasonably. And also, I'm very well versed in this sort of thing, so I'd be happy to make another roll to try and detect the specifics of it.
Okay. I mean, you glean from it that it's more specifically just the magic you're sensing is just the magic coming from magically enchanted plate. It's very heavily invested, so it's probably got quite a good amount of magic on it, but it's all just pretty much your standard, what you'd expect for an enchanted piece of armor. Nothing throws up red flags.
Could I feasibly work out over time the specifics of the enchantment? Kind of to identify without the spell.
Yeah. I'll allow you, like, when you have some time to spend with it, make a few rolls to try to glean what it does.
Okay.
I will say, because you said you got an 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the very, very, very edge of what you can sense magically, like deep in the stone that's carved around this place, you do get a faint sense of magic. It is an enchantment. Go ahead and make me a spell casting roll.
Ooh. I'll spend a Benny.
Okay.
Better. Yeah, it's better enough. 9.
9. You gather with your rolls that this sort of enchantment magic is put in place specifically along the same vein as other spells that prevent any sort of magical transportation in between it.
And I just looked to Reyna. The amulet, are we worried about the amulet?
Should we be?
I just saw you put it away. I didn't look at it. I trust you.
I'll pull it back out. I mean, it is glowing a little red now, but I'll put through it. Unless Odin doesn't feel any different.
It definitely feels a little bit more magically charged. That's about it.
Okay.
I can't find anything of interest.
Okay.
I'm gonna purposely keep a distance from Reyna and the amulet because I'm feeling a bit murdery. I don't wanna. She's kind of after my thing with Morgan and making sure Crag's okay. I am kind of like, now that everything's kind of died down, I'm realizing, I still got the jitters. I'm just gonna keep just some distance.
I'll probably not super close, but probably close some of the distance and just be like, "Doing okay, love?"
Okay. I'm doing okay. Just, it's always there, and now it's a little bit, I'm happy that these fuckers don't bleed. Otherwise, we might be in a bit more of a, but I'm okay. I'm out for now. Thank you. I'm just gonna stay back just a bit,
Okay.
until till the hype wears down, you know.
Yeah. Just let me know if you need me, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah. Like the skelly bobs and the armor left in this room then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess the last question is whether or not we're taking this dry motherfucker with us.
I still have a couple vials on me, like potion vials.
Mm-hmm.
He's reduced to ash. Yes.
Yes.
I want a vial of his ashes.
Okay. Done.
Working on something specific, Morgan, or
I
just
don't know
sentimental?
yet. Neither. I don't know what to expect in the days to come, and I don't know what will be useful.
Right.
Well, if anything, you could keep it, and you know it's fitting since you killed them. If you know ashes makes them pretty good if you're going out and you don't want the like mud be detected by your smell. You can do some nice art. Sorry,
Or
so
you,
I'm just
or you could simply keep it as a trophy.
yeah.
You did
Yeah.
get the kill, and that is all. And that is all that is left. So.
Sure.
I don't know how I feel about keeping trophies.
At least for this one, this guy was a fucker. He was undead, and he was trying to kill your friends. He would have killed all. This is, I think, of all kills, this is a positive one in that sense. To me, at least. That's how I sleep at night.
I'll hang on to it regardless.
Right, it's getting a bit stuffy in here.
I was going to say, we might not want to rest here.
No.
Especially if the
I'm
gods
very
know
much
we're
ready to
here.
leave.
Yep.
Are we on the run from the gods?
If they know of the prophecy, and we already enacted one part of it, even if we're not involved in anything else, they may have at least words with us, should they find us here.
Well, I was going to say, can you ever really, truly be on the run? I feel like they're going to catch you eventually.
Yeah.
Story
Especially
of my fucking life.
Yeah.
Does anyone want? Is this armor? This armor's pretty big.
It's
heavy.
It's heavy armor,
It's
right?
heavy
Didn't we
armor.
figure that out? That
It is
literally
plate.
none of us can wear it.
None of
This
us can
plate.
use it.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
literally
none of us.
none of
It's
us.
like
you need at least a D10 to wear it.
I like I said, I could wear it.
if I put on the amulet, but
I could.
but I have a
could.
restriction, so
I could.
Yeah.
because I'm
and
a
I
warlock.
have I could. I do have a restriction, but it doesn't mean I can't wear it. It just means that I will have some, like, my agility and agility-based skill rolls will be subtracted by 4 while wearing it. So do we want to keep it, Crag? You could maybe melt it into something. I can carry
Ooh.
it for us.
You can make
I
it into something
personally
else.
would rather.
Or
I
leave it.
personally would rather have us take it, just because I don't want any other explorers or grave robbers to come in and
That's
do
a
who
good
knows
point.
what with it.
Your
Okay.
ex is not getting these. I'm gonna pick it up and haul it with us.
That was exactly my thinking.
You don't
I
have
don't
to
think you
carry
could
all of it. I
use
can at least carry
but-
some of it.
If you want. Otherwise,
Sure.
it's not a problem.
I'll at least split the load.
Okay. Easy enough.
Now let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we gotta
Fuck out.
go.
Brynja is
I've
like,
had enough of this tomb. We gotta go.
Brynja's like
Mhm.
not being able to stand still. You can tell she's inching towards the door. She's like, I want to fucking leave.
All right. You all make your way out of the tomb of Styrkollr, back into the fresh air, leaving the damp, musty air of the tomb behind and back into the snow. Arriving outside, you still have two options in front of you for assuming you're going back to Stillview. Either crossing the lake again or just sticking close to the foothills, crossing a few streams, and making your way down that way.
I think that's what we were doing this time. Back, we were taking the
Yeah.
ferry up, and then we were just gonna hoof it on the way back.
Okay.
Because otherwise, we're gonna
I
have to
don't-
kind of walk a distance to get to the other ferry.
That's
Point, right?
right.
Yes.
And we figured
Yeah.
it was just faster to go on foot than go on foot to where we need to go, and then the ferry ride back.
Right.
So we were like, let's just go.
Brynja is not arguing with that. She does not want to be on a boat and then in close confines with other people while she still wants to draw blood. So let's
Well, she's
walk.
still feeling a little stabby.
She's feeling a little stabby.
All right. Well, you have roughly 4 days of travel or so ahead of you to return to Stillview. Is there anything that you would like to occur over the course of this travel?
How many checks do I have to do
Give me two.
for two? Okay, sweet. It's vigor.
Yes. And then Morgan, go ahead and give me a spellcasting roll for examining the plate, if that's still something you're doing.
I would love to do it, yes. 9.
9. Spending enough time with it, you are pretty well able to determine the magic that is on the plate, as well as its boons and what it's capable of.
Croesus fucking
Oh.
Jax.
Dang. All right.
The
Oh,
plate of
man.
the once great Styrkollr, known as a hero to many and a brutal warlord to others, it is said the blood that seeps from the seams of the armor is that of hundreds of the Red Lord's felled foes. Armor +4. While you're wearing the armor, you gain the benefits of improved block, combat edge. Once per day, the first soak roll you perform does not cost a penny. As a limited free action, you may remove 1 wound and gain 1 level of fatigue, or vice versa. Whenever you get a raise on a weapon attack, you may inflict bleeding to your target, which causes them to suffer 1 wound on a failed vigor roll. A success with a raise for the vigor roll, any form of magical healing or successful skill check against someone with the condition clears the condition. So basically, they're a bitch.
Yeah.
And none of us
Oh
can
my
wear this.
I changed my mind.
God.
I want to wear it. Just kidding. It's mine.
Can Crag wear it?
No.
Okay, do you have any? Do you have
Not
like it's
yet.
a strict no, or you're not strong enough?
I'm not strong enough.
Fuck.
I
It would
can
also
wear it.
probably be extra large on me. It'd probably reach my knees.
Hey,
Yeah.
but you're a freaking blacksmith. You can adjust it. You
Yeah.
of all people can make it fit.
Fuck. Damn.
Is it if it's 'cause-
Well then, fuck. At that point, let's just hang on to it till Crag can wear it.
Yeah.
yeah, Crag,
Yeah.
or if like this one's body dies and you gets a bigger one,
Yeah.
we definitely are holding on to it.
I still have
Oh,
the
the
restriction,
chaos.
but that'd be sick.
That'd be
That'd
so
be
sick.
sick.
I think like my restriction, it would be like it's like I'm like I mean I'll take for all that it's like I'll take -4 to agility shit.
Yeah.
Like fuck me.
Shit, dude. Like, oh fuck. Yeah.
Hey.
Even
God,
with
the
I
damage I could do with that.
Yeah,
dude.
This has no
until
use to me whatsoever.
until I Desiree thinks I could be a fucking nightmare.
yeah.
Brynja would be scared to touch this while she still has the dagger because I could be more than just a bitch.
Yep.
And I don't want you guys to be on the receiving end of that fuckery that could happen.
Odin,
Yes.
with multi-classing, do you get access to new armors or no?
No. Most armors are constrained usually by the minimum strength required to wear them, and any
Oh, okay.
armor restrictions that a class edge imposes.
Okay, so even if you multi-class into a different class by taking its edge, you wouldn't remove your own.
Right. It's not like if you were to multi-class into, a fighter, right?
Yeah.
They
Hey.
don't have an edge that grants you additional levels of armor class that you can wear. There's only
Yeah.
edges that exist that restrict what armor you can wear. So
Okay.
Hey, Crag, just for funsies, what is your strength?
It's a D8.
Not bad.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
These two are
Okay.
picking up what I'm putting down.
I am. You know what?
we just gotta get the conversation going, and then Craig is a nightmare.
I rolled a 7 and an 8 for my
okay,
vigor.
you're
check.
good.
Yeah.
The only thing I'd like to have happen during this travel, and it doesn't have to do anything, is just if Brynja is taking watches, I'm gonna double up with Brynja.
Okay.
That way she doesn't have to do them alone.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Does my stabby go away after the first night?
Yes.
Do I still want to cut bitches? I mean, I
after the
always want to cut.
Yeah, after the first 24 hours, your bloodlust fades.
Okay, just making sure. So now just I want to cut bitches at the normal,
Yes. Yes.
The normal amount.
the normal amount.
Correct.
See, Morgan, it's natural. It's nature.
Murder is natural. Understood.
Uh-oh.
Okay, maybe not murder.
No, I got
He
you.
took it. You got it.
Murder
Yeah.
down.
You're talking to the predator of the group. Both before and after I got the knife, I still was a very.
You hear that? Desiree's a predator.
That's on the internet forever.
Uh-oh.
No, please, God, dear, no, I'm not. No,
That's been clipped.
no,
And clipped.
Dang.
God, no.
Desiree, you have officially been canceled.
I was gonna say more than
I think that's the
canceled.
first.
That's more than canceled. That's a list thing.
Typically, Julian is the one being canceled and put on various watch lists.
Yeah.
Fuck. Thanks, Julian.
So DM, you said it would take us how many days to get back to Stillview?
Roughly 4.
Roughly 4. Okay. And if I'm remembering the plan correctly, we're going north and then taking the ferry back. Yes. Or did we change that?
No, it's
Okay.
opposite. We're like going down, like
Opposite.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, no, now we're going south.
No worries. Cool. Yeah. Then during that time, I would be able to do a heal check because I only need 3 days.
Nice.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
do that
yeah.
real fast 'cause I have 1 wound.
Fatigue would go down with each day, right?
Fatigue will clear with 1 night's rest.
Excellent. Okay, I am not fatigued anymore. Thank
goodness.
I got a 4.
A 4. That is a success. So you good. Get a wound back.
Good.
So yeah, how's everyone looking? Crag's still looking pretty.
I had
I
one
took
wound.
no damage in the fight, so
Yeah. I'd assume that at some point during the 4 days I would heal myself.
Yeah. Yep. And then fully healing all your wounds also removes that injury that you got.
Read. Gotcha.
Hey.
Roughly half of the way through the travel, as you're following along the foothills of the mountains, one of the nights that you stop in camp, just off in the distance, Crag is a familiar place to you. The ancient dwarven entrance into the Underdark, known as Deladar, is where you first appeared when you came here. Eventually leading to you down to Stillview. Just a memory that comes up as you see it in the distance.
He doesn't even want to think about that right now.
All right.
like, oh hell nah.
Eventually, though, you all make it back to Stillview. As you enter the town, the sun's kind of low on the horizon, about to set. I'm assuming you'll make your way to the tavern, or were there other stops you wanted to make?
The tavern, probably.
Yeah, I
Tavern,
think
unless yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You make your way to the Reflecting Glass Tavern. Walking in the door, you're hit with the fresh scents of a freshly prepared soup that wafts through the air as the warm space of the inn overcomes the cold of the outside. It's a pretty quiet night. Sigrud is really the only one here besides yourselves.
Hold up,
Evening.
over here.
Welcome back.
5 rooms?
For how many nights?
Just one should be fine. And then I'll pay for it and I'll get there first round.
Who all is participating in the first round?
I'll have water.
Water.
But I'll sit with everyone.
Okay, we'll call it a grand total of 3 gold. Morgan, sorry.
Sick.
Can I have some like almonds?
She like reaches below the counter, and you hear her hand kind of rustle in this metal pot, and she grabs off to the side just a glass, and then she reaches up and just drops some nuts inside the glass and passes it over.
Nice.
Thank
But
you.
I come
No
from,
disposable.
Where I come from, that's called a bar top mix. You have to be careful because everyone's hands have been in there. It's actually a good way to build up the immune system.
Good for your health.
Yes.
Oh.
In fact, may I?
Do they taste like almonds?
Jealous fuck, they've been under there for a while.
There's some almonds in there. Definitely.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Must be a regional favorite. I don't remember there being. Nope, that's a rock.
Yeah. Southern areas have a bit more variety of nuts. It's mostly pine up here, I think.
Is it weird that I want more?
No, not at all.
I just like motion with the mug to everyone, like,
I'm fine, thank you, Morgan.
You're all class.
So, there's more things we need to figure out. Both if there's magic coming from the necklace now, we need to figure out what we're doing with that. And I'm just gonna kind of like look at our bags where like the armor's kind of stuffed in.
Yeah, it's kind of not like there's no bag of holding here. It's just
No.
Yeah. Figuring out what we do with that before we start traveling a long distance would be ideal.
No. Do we know what kind of magic is coming from that thing now?
I look over to Morgan.
I was more mean the amulet, but
The
yes.
the armor, and I pull out the amulet, or this.
Both. The more we know about what we have, the better we can prepare.
I just trace the edges of it, going off of what I was told earlier. A collection of enchantments, really. It is enhancement of some sort in regards to strength, but beyond that, I don't see much.
Okay.
Who wants to be a little stronger? Honestly, I think if someone tries it on, we should do it with everyone present so we can make sure everything's good.
Yeah.
But I think someone wearing it would be a bit safer than us having it in a bag.
Accurate.
I'll do
I
it.
suppose, yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna fucking chug his beer. Just kind of like slam it down.
Hell yeah!
He's
While
had a
the-
fucking time.
While the mug is in the air, I'm gonna cast Arcane Protection on him,
Okay.
just as a precaution.
Sure.
He'll take it off the table. Should I put it on now?
Go ahead.
Puts it around his neck.
You put it on, and as soon as you feel it rest, energy fills you as magic warms your veins, and you feel yourself get stronger. Those of you watching, you actually see some of Crag's muscles kind of pop out a little bit more.
Oh. Hey
Nice.
there, big guy.
Yes.
Look at that. Shit.
That is impressive.
God, give me some of that. My God.
So, Crag, your strength die type increases by 1. So if you're at a D8, you're now at a
shit.
D10.
Is there a tailor here? You might need to tailor some of your clothes, because hot damn, you look like you're going to bust out of them.
Ah.
I mean, it's chainmail. I can fix it myself.
Sure.
Feeling a little tight though.
God.
Well,
Damn
it
it.
looks like you're even stronger now. You could easily fix it yourself.
Oh, yeah.
All
He'll look
right.
over to Brynja.
Oh shit.
All right.
Oh, I'm putting down 5 gold on this immediately.
I'm
Against
not
who?
betting on this. I'm just here. I'm
Be
just here
careful
for
what
the
you
show.
say next.
No, I refuse to put any gold on this. I'm just here for the show. I'm very interested in this.
All right. And you know what? I'll play even. I won't get pissed off right now. I won't go into a bit of a rage. I want to be clear-headed for this.
Oh.
Strength rolls for both of you then.
All right.
I got an 8.
Oh, you. Oh, hold on.
Get wrecked.
4.
4.
Oh!
Um,
Well, get wrecked, but I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be at Crag, not Brynja.
Yeah. Well, no, we're evenly matched because my strength is a D10 naturally.
you
Yeah.
you put your arm on the table. You both clasp hands, and Brynja, you severely underestimated the change in strength this gave Crag because it is just immediately.
Two out of 3. That's 2 out of 3. I wasn't prepared. They were distracting me. Come on. All right, come on.
Fine. It's another 8.
7! Fuck me!
You're much better prepared this time, and it's not just an immediate slam. It's a fight. It's definitely a fight. But Crag does eventually pin your hand.
All right.
Cheers!
I was not expecting that.
Me fucking
Neither was I.
God damn it. Ingrid, do you have anything I could put in this water to make it less water?
I put an almond in my cup.
She pats your hand.
You hear Sigrud. Salt?
Salt?
Oof.
I mean, that would make it less water, but I think I still want to be hydrated.
Have some peppers from south?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll take one.
I see.
I'll take another beer too.
She walks over and cuts a pepper up into your water.
Thank you.
And gets you another beer.
Craig, allow me to pay for this one. The champion should not have to pay for his drinks. I'll pay for his beer.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's 2 silver.
He's slamming this one too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I drink my...
I forget, is this where we got that, really good, the frost wine?
Yep.
I want a glass of that.
Yes. Okay. So for the beer and the frost wine, it'll be a total of 7 silver.
What do I owe for the
Nice.
spicy water?
On the house.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
Hey, that's spicy.
At least I feel something with this now. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll give her a whole whopping 2 gold and tell her to keep the change.
She nods and gives you a firm pat on the shoulder and takes the gold.
All right, Mr. Muscles. What do you want to do with the armor? Do you want to try it on? Do you want to give a? I mean, while we're here, like you said, you need to make some adjustments to your chainmail. We can probably make some adjustments to that as well.
Fuck it.
I clap him on the back. All right, we're gonna leave town, making you looking like a badass even more than you already are.
Plus,
That's
now
an
all of the
adventurous woman.
ancient relic things that we have collected along the way, now they're all in one place.
Yeah, and I think one of the best people for it, considering he was about to murder your ass. I think it is beautiful for you to be wearing his shit now.
Mm-hmm.
It is plate. It takes some time to get into, and it takes some help to get into.
Suck it in! Come on! I feel like a corset.
That's why we're a team.
Yeah.
But as soon as you cinch the last part of it, you see it glow just briefly before it shrinks down in size to fit your form.
What the fuck?
You know what? Seeing as it was worn by an undead, like a warlord, and it was very magical, we probably should have expected that.
Right.
I didn't know this shit could do that. awesome. Is that a magic thing? I'm assuming so, because fuck. That would
I do always find that magic is pretty form-fitting.
Well, look at you!
I'm not inclined to
Oh,
believe
give me
I'm a
a-
magic expert.
Give me a turn. Give me, let me see all angles. Yeah. Yeah.
Should we
It is
leave?
Oh, it
actually-
is form
Do you
fitting.
two need to be
Okay.
do you two need to be
No!
left alone? Should
No.
we leave?
I give her a smack.
It is actually an intimidating sight seeing the full plate on Crag. Its otherwise worn metal portions are no longer shiny, so it gives this very dull reflection in the light. But the thing that really strikes you is as Crag does his twirl, you do in fact see blood seep from some of the seams.
Shit.
That's so cool.
That's metal.
What the fuck?
Terrifying on our enemies, but metal as fuck on our friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh.
is. That
Yes,
is a
queen.
look and a half.
Yes, queen.
Yes,
Oh,
queen.
And he has all the piercings too. Fucking Crag. It's the most
Crag literally
metal
looks like
cleric.
he's meant to
Hell
be in
yeah.
the metal band. You know what? We need to give you some markings around the eyes, make it a bit darker. Might fit with
I think I have. I dig it. This is what
Girl
they
was
use.
prepared.
Yeah. Yep.
I was about to take out Styrkollr.
Cheers.
Her collar's edge is on this eye.
Literally
What a
laughing in the
statement.
face.
forming the word.
That
What a fucking statement.
I will say, I find it funny that we're trying to put makeup on a guy whose face is covered in soot.
Uh-huh. I believe when we first met, I took some off your face to add to mine. You know, so now I'm just returning the favor, making it just a little darker. There we go.
So-
I feel like we're playing Barbie with it.
So Crag, with the armor on, that +4 that's on the card in the chat is just a reminder of the plate mail's bonus. It's not an additional +4 on top of the plate mail's +4.
Right.
So if you had a chain on before, I think your toughness will just increase by 1.
Yeah, right.
hey, it's still something.
Ooh.
Yeah, no
Oh.
shit. Yeah.
Well, help me because I need it. I am squishy.
Well, now if you run into a fight on your lonesome, you might be able to withstand shit a little bit more now.
Hope so. I don't think I'd get in a fight without you guys, though.
Hope not. But I do think you can handle yourself. Not that you couldn't before, but
Yeah.
Bree said. You can at least hold on until one of us moseys up and
Plus,
How's your
with
back?
this look, it'll make them think twice.
Mhm.
Honestly, half of the thing with a battle is putting on a show for the other person. You can psych them out enough, you can get them to stand down without a fight.
And we'll see. But after that Styrkollr fight, I'm not going to be the first one in anymore.
That's our jobs, and I point to to Reese and me. We go in
Mhm.
first, then Reina comes in with her. She's got the good reach, and we got the Morgan for magic backup and support. And we need you to be able to stabilize and keep everyone going, but also protect yourself.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be more fights ahead of us, but I think
Oh, that's for certain.
we are in a better place. Or I definitely will be once I get this thing off my person.
We'll get that.
Are we going to talk to a god about that?
I need to talk to a daughter of Seun.
Brynja, you will recall that in your commune with Sayun, she did request you come straight to her.
Oh,
Sayun,
okay, I thought.
yeah, the mage.
Oh fuck! Oh wait.
Kipson Sayun Doctor was a tangential recommendation from the cleric in Frostwind for just looking for a
Oh!
powerful mage to help you.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay,
If that is
never
the
mind.
route you want
Oh,
to
fuck.
take, you can absolutely. But
Is it okay? I thought okay, but it is. All right. So to go directly to her. Oh yeah. No, I need to go directly to Yeah. You all don't. You can. I would like you all to come with me, but you don't have to meet her as well.
Aren't we
That
worried
is-
about her given everything?
I mean, she's a southern goddess. I don't have a choice. You all do, but
We did
if
have a
I
choice.
I did.
What about the sunken tower?
That's a good point.
The fact that she is even open to helping me, if I were to spit in her face again, that's going to cause more problems for me personally. And I don't want you all to get wrapped up in it. I really would be searching my luck if I don't at least go and see what she has to say.
And we at least keep.
Fair enough.
You can at least still keep your options open. You can still meet with her and still decide not to take that blessing from her, or at least fulfill your end of the agreement.
Whatever the agreement is, I don't know of shop.
I don't know of a lot of gods that like to be told no.
That's also true. We'll just have to make sure the timing is right then.
So is it still what I thought we had to go to Midgard is where she asked me to go, or
yes. Let me move you all to the world map real fast.
Mornstar, right?
Yes, Mornstar.
Yeah.
So we gotta go through
So
Northgate.
whereas the capital where most of the gods reside in the north is Wintercrest, the capital where most of the gods reside in the south is Mornstar.
That explains it. Okay. Yeah. So
Jesus Christ. Okay. That is a ways away.
That is a
Mhm.
ways away. And we still got deal with the
Well, the prop. Was that like in character, or is this Doug just commenting on?
Oh, well, it was Doug, but also we'll also need to deal with the shutter close on the way over. And
We do, but the only problem with that is we don't know where they are. They're kind of
well, I thought we had
Scattered.
narrowed it down to Loaf.
as a
that is where they might have been heading, but that was weeks ago.
they're probably still on the move, but we don't know. I already have delayed going straight to Mornstar by almost a month now. I worry about delaying it any further.
So I say we start making our way there, because we have a for sure destination, and we know that is where she will be, and we simply keep our ears and eyes open for the rest.
Are we still hitting Stuffed Over on the way out?
Maybe not.
No?
I mean, that might only. We're just going to check it out. You just want to look around, right?
I'm not sure I have what I need first. It might just be a waste of time.
Okay.
Well, I plan on coming back, if all goes well, coming back up this way, so hopefully... And I don't know if we do want to go on this end of the world path.
I think that's where it ends.
I'm not sure.
Let's-
I feel we're at a precipice. Like, once we leave, I don't know when we'll be up here again.
Might not be for
Oh, we're
long.
coming back. Oh, it won't be for. It might not be for a while, but we're coming back.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's something we don't? Or...
Not her man.
No, it's just.
I have
Oh.
way too much at stake up here.
Yeah.
The what is left of my family is still up here.
Keep in mind, we only have less than a year now before we have to full on leave.
I feel like that's a tomorrow problem.
True.
I won't have any of that to worry about if I still want to murder all the people I care about. So I would rather try and get rid of that.
I think up here the only thing that I would have stake in is I don't even know if there's anything left of it after the fire. Because just to make sure, dear, we burnt that keep down, yeah?
The
one where we got the gauntlet or the
Ah.
bracer.
I don't recall.
Wasn't that Fort Nighthawk or something?
Yeah.
That
right?
was
That's where we.
yeah. Well, are you referring to the very first gauntlet with the
The first one, yeah.
Okay, so the very first one, I don't recall.
I
that you
think
burned
we
it down, but you might have. and I'm just not
I
remembering
think
right.
I think
Brad
definitely
tried to. You said it would be hard because it was mostly stone, but I don't know if
Right.
it ended up catching at the end.
because we were trying to make it look like
I think
Yeah,
we
and
watched
that was
the
that was
Yeah.
down here at Icespine Keep.
Ice
Yeah.
Spine Keep. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, kind of on the way. Not really. We'd have to go out of the way, but yeah. If that fire kept, then I don't think there's anything left for me to find there. Not that there was any very much in the way of finding to begin with, but also none of us could read Old Common.
What did you want to return for?
that's where we found you.
Finding any clues as to where the rest of me is. I doubt I'll find any, but that was the only thing I could think of before we left.
You know, when conducting a cider, the odds of success are often increased by my proximity to the thing I am trying to find. Perhaps now that we know things, and we have you, and even if they're just ashes, I might be able to help find something. It will lead.
Could you like touch the armor and maybe try and find out where another piece is?
I can try to find a lead of some sort. I can't guarantee anything. Especially since something I don't know what I'm looking for.
Sure.
I would be sort of trying to trace it backwards,
And
which I've never done before. But
it's not a huge necessity. It was more that's the only tie I have to up here.
with
Everything
all due
else I
respect, Grace, given everything we know about Ragnarok and the questions about your past, This might be one of the most important things we do.
I hate that you're right. We can
I
at
think we
least
should
give it a
make time.
try.
Or if I have ways to move quickly. If you wanted to make your way one direction, I could do my best to make my way over there on my own. Meet up again, if that's helpful.
I don't want to leave you alone that long. We
By
can.
air.
With everything going on, I would rather not split up unless absolutely necessary.
Especially if the gods are finding us even in places that are meant to be hidden. I don't like the idea of any one of us being away from at least one other person. If we don't have time to go there, we don't have time.
Here's another thought. The sooner we can get out of the north, the less likely these northern gods who we have been on the radar of, well, they're less likely to follow us down there.
That's true.
So just so you can continue this conversation, let me lay kind of your options on the table for travel for getting to Mornstar.
Got it.
All right.
So, starting with the world map, just to give
Mhm.
kind of an overall view. So right now you're in Stillview up here.
Right.
You could either do kind of what you did when you went to Styrkollr's tomb. You could chain some ferries, kind of make your way up through the lake, out along the coast, hit Dayloth, and then make your way down south, Northgate, from there down.
Okay.
You can also head kind of southeast towards Keld, procure a ship there, make your way down to Mistview, and then, southwest, and then head east from there to Mornstar.
Yeah.
You can also take the standard southern path approach, in which you just head through the pass into Northgate, and down from there through Palecrest into Mornstar. Your other option that is available to you is the Dwarven Tunnel I mentioned earlier, Deladar. The pathways through Merkerheim are believed to provide faster travel at the cost of being more dangerous. So you could potentially cut days, maybe even a week or two off of your travel by taking that path, but it's more dangerous.
Correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but one of the pieces of the stuff that Crag is looking for is deep underground, yes?
That is true. I will say that with the maps you have of the Southern Lands, the only documented exits that you would have, there's one right here, which is near the Sunken Tower, and there's another that is over here in the green.
Okay.
So you would still have to walk either way. But
yeah. I'm assuming we're just like poring over a map and looking at all this and talking about
talking
it.
over stuff.
Yeah.
So, pluses and minuses. Travel through the underground of Merkerheim could potentially be faster, more dangerous. Chartering ships from either Keld or ferries from Stillview to Dayloth cuts time off travel as ships move faster than people do. Safest and most direct route is just walking.
I personally vote for, especially for not stopping at Stuffdowther, either ferry to Dayloth and give us a bit of a catch up and be able to trace the steps of your ex and your brother, or possibly taking the routes underground. Not a lot of people are going to be trying to find us down there. We'd be in a bit of a trouble if we go that way, but we can at least travel a little outside of the view of the gods that way. Hopefully, anyway.
I do like the idea of at least our travels allowing us to stop in Dayloth, just to see if we can get the hint of where they went. So even if they are out of our grasp, we might have an idea if they're going to return or where they're going next.
Couldn't Morgan always do that thing that you did before? What was it, scrying or something, or being able to?
The cider.
Yeah, that. I just worry with going the route through Daylop. That's just it feels like they're going backwards, and then we're still going to have to walk quite a bit.
Yeah.
It adds a few stops.
Can I want to make sure that we stop by Reese's origin.
Okay. So
that's not
reason why?
that's not too far from here. So it would be on the way if we were to take just the direct walking route, or we could just kind of do a very small detour there and go to Keld and take a ferry. It's a long ferry ride, but it's another.
Do that. It would mean that we'd also be able to hit your library on the way over, Morgan.
My library.
The sunken one you were
My
hoping
library.
to see?
Yes, the one that is not my library, but yes.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a good option, but if it's not, then it's not a good option.
So the tower is, while there's probably a good amount of information in there, is not a library. It's not referred to as a library.
Yeah,
The library is the one
I
in
got-
Allrun,
The
right?
library is the Morrow
we're
family's
talking about
library in
Morrow
Allrun.
family. Yeah.
I got the
I wanted
two
to have a
flipped, my
sunken
bad.
one.
No, you're good.
So
I would still like to stop there.
I agree. I think it would be beneficial.
So then are we going to Keld?
Craig,
You've been quiet. It's cold.
Do you want-
Satisfactory?
you're from those tunnels, right? Do you want to go? If you don't want to go in the tunnels, then we won't go.
I don't really care that much. I mean, if that library's there and you guys want to go to it, fine with me.
Okay.
Don't want to
Mhm.
take another ferry, but that is, I think, one of the quicker routes. And then if we can get Morgan in that library and try and learn something.
Both the library and the tower. Morgan will be a wealth of knowledge by then.
Not just Morgan, but everyone.
Sure.
Can all benefit from it.
Great.
I'm not a big reader, but
And I don't have to pretend not to be able to read anymore.
oh, you fucker! You.
To be fair, I did read an entire letter in front of you all, and no one caught on.
I thought that you were just pretending to be smart.
No, Reese, even back then, he was not a fan of even being handed letters. He'd sooner burn them.
So, are we okay with going to Keld?
Sounds
Yup.
good to me.
Keld, charter a ship down to Misview.
Yup.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
God.
All right. Let me see. Let me get a good measure on your days.
We are
Better get
taking
used
the
to it, 'cause
dangerous
we're going on the
underground
Centennial
path,
raid.
right?
Say again.
What?
We are going on the dangerous underground path that is faster. Ooh, faster, right?
No.
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 So
I thought that's what I thought the thing was.
So the
No.
entrance is over here,
No.
Deladar. To your
Deladar.
north.
No, we're going back to where we all met, where it all
Yeah,
started.
we're going to Keld, but I thought
Yeah.
from Keld that gave us access.
No.
No.
No,
That's a
this
ferry.
No,
is-
we're taking a ship.
Oh, well, here's what I'm saying. Y'all are a bunch of bitches.
Morgan needs to speak up.
No.
No.
Then you can't say shit.
You aren't
Morgan
cool
isn't.
now that you don't have a vice.
Right? I can't hide behind it. Fuck.
Bitches. I just dusted the Red Lord. I can handle an
Oh.
underground path.
Morgan's
Don't doubt
ego
it.
is gonna grow 3 sizes this day.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let me get a quick measure of days. Fast.
525,600 by chance.
We're spending a whole year traveling to one town.
Yeah. Nope, copyright, shut up.
I wasn't doing anything.
I wasn't doing nothing.
So are you planning on just stopping by Alron and then going to Mornstar, or are you also going to make your way to the Sunken Tower? Let me drag you over to the Alron.
No, I
map.
think we're just going to Alron.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So-
Ron and then Mornstar.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
on the Alron map,
Oh yeah, we'd have
you would
to.
have to
Yeah.
go up north this way
And then jump off a
Then go
cliff.
down.
and then make your
Yeah.
way down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or convince the guards at Canyon Watch Keep to let you jump down through the mine. But still a bit of a journey. And here's the
Yeah.
exit that I was
Yeah.
talking about of the underground. Mulgrim.
Actually, I can
Oh,
totally
Malmgren.
bypass all of them easily.
Yeah, so Miss View will spit you out there.
And then we
Um,
just literally
up to Alron like
Got it.
that.
just
and
keep
then-
going.
Yeah.
Go from
East.
there. So
Are we supposed to see the path you're?
oh
Drawing.
sorry. I had broadcast to others turned off.
Okay.
So roughly altogether, you'd be looking at approximately math 27-ish days, so a little under a month.
A little under. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
How long would it? Don't you just give an estimate. How long would it take if we just did like the straight path, not like the dangerous tunnels, but just like walking? Would that be longer? Because the water is taking it, is cutting time.
What if we... What about these tunnels? How dangerous are they?
Sorry, it'd be 26 on the boat. By walking, it'd be about 20 on the direct path.
20.
20.
Okay. Here's the thing: is if we do 20 days, we would get there just after the full moon.
Full moon is
Be
when.
happier.
So it
Yeah.
also depends, for your question, Julian, it depends on which exit you want to take for the underground. Whether it's Dokrof in the green.
Dokrof. I'm looking at the thing. Where is Dokrof?
Right here.
Oh, okay. And then we just go
Yep.
past Pale Crest.
Or sorry, not Midgard. Or Mongrim, which is by the Sunken Tower.
Climb up and
From there, depending on which path you take, you would be looking at, let's see.
If I wanted to go out from Mongrim.
Assuming that you'd stop at the Sunken Tower, I'm going to add a day. Would you go to Alron after that, or would you go straight to Mornstar?
Probably straight to Mornstar.
Okay.
Holy shit.
6 or 10 days.
Taking the path to the Sunken Tower first and then down to Mornstar using the tunnels, you would probably be looking at about 22-ish days.
Oh, 22-ish? Oh, never mind.
2-ish.
I thought I was getting away with something.
That's still...
No, sorry, about... Let me see. Because basically the way that the tunnels work is rather than following paths and stuff like this, is wherever the exit is, it's essentially a straight line.
Okay.
So
Wait, so just walking down is 20 days, but taking the straight path is over 20 days?
right, because it'd be shorter to get here. It's the coming out of this ravine and going around that's going to take you time.
Yeah.
Theoretically, coming down this way to Dokrof and then coming out, you'd be looking at about an equivalent amount of days as it would take you to walk just the straight path. So
we may as well just walk and risk less.
We may as well just
Okay.
take the straight path.
Yeah.
straight path.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that would put us on the full moon. I
That is
miscalculated.
that would be perfect, and if I could avoid that choppy, when I got to Keld, it was only about a day travel.
I will say, dwarves have been known to get around fast, so there's a possibility of something in the tunnels that gets you around faster. But with no other prior knowledge, that's the time it takes.
Okay.
Okay.
Would I know anything about that?
Make me a common knowledge roll.
Aw, shit. Because, I mean,
They
They
like,
got bicycles.
They got dune.
I would,
ones.
if we're, doing math right, and walking there will get us there on the full moon, I would rather just do that, because that's when
Yeah.
she's at her most
More-
chill.
At least more open to be a little. That's the only reason I think I even was able
Yeah.
to talk to her before, because she was a little bit. Otherwise,
Yeah.
My common knowledge die exploded twice, and that's an 11.
An 11.
He knows.
Hell yeah.
You know. You do know things.
Ooh.
There's a couple ways that folks get around fairly quickly in Reckerheim, especially in the tunnels that the dwarfs have built. Mine carts are often a common form of travel. There are also work beasts that can be procured as mounts.
Best friends?
And there is, of course, between some of the larger settlements, if you're able to barter your way in teleportation circles.
All right. Well, I guess there's a few ways that going through, what's it called?
Merkerheim.
Dalar, Merkerheim.
Yeah.
There's a few ways that we can get there maybe a little bit faster. Mine carts, beasts, and there might also be some teleportation circles as well.
Okay.
So, depending on our luck with that, we could get there even faster.
Oh, okay. So are we looking to get there faster, or are we looking to get there at a certain time?
I mean, I would love to get there around the time when she's a bit less likely to be upset with me being a little late. But you are all doing me a favor in coming with me. So I don't want to put you in any further danger.
If we're getting there at about the time where she would be most likely to not be upset, I'm in favor of that.
Exactly.
Do.
I try not to make a habit of talking to gods if they're already in a bad mood.
I will say, with that knowledge, Craig, we may find that beneficial going it forward. Especially if we do need to make our way back up here, it would be nice to not have to take half a month to cross the country.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because, I mean, we'll definitely be back here if you still view as a great... You have your people here, Crag, and it's an easy shot to get back to Frostwind. I have a feeling we might be having to utilize those tunnels in the future.
Yeah.
If we're okay with just going straight down through the path. That way also, it's not a big out-of-our-way trip to go see those ruins where we found you, Reese. It's on the way.
Sure. Is everyone okay with this plan?
Works for me.
Good.
I will also say, just for further expanding, Sayun, dependent on the phases of the moon, it's not like she's in a good mood or bad mood. It's just more of a how she accomplishes her goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just know she was very open with talking to me and helping with me, and it was a little... I think I got both of her already, her gentle approach and her bitch get your shit together approach. I think I would like the more gentle when it comes to potentially helping free my soul from entrapment.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll take it. But if
I had my choice.
You know, one way would be like, well, we could do it this way more carefully so you don't lose an arm. Or the other way, it's like, all right, you want this
Sit
to
down,
happen?
shut up, and let me do it.
Sit down, shut up. We're doing it the easy way for me. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Sounds like the direct walking path then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When in doubt,
We walking.
Walking.
Not tonight though. We've already paid for our rooms for the night.
yes.
Yep.
Fair.
Or rather, Reese has already paid for our rooms for the night.
I got you.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, thank you. Which, when we settle down, I would like to talk to Crag, like just the two of us for a second when everyone's going to bed. But that can happen if anyone else wants to do shit.
Nope. I'm good.
No.
Hey, it's been a hell of a few days. Since we're leaving tomorrow, I just wanted to ask, would you like me to try and reach out to him? Your apprentice. Before we leave. It's okay if you don't, because it's a lot.
Would you want to put yourself through that?
I'm sober, baby. I'm going to be putting myself through it no matter what, and if I am, I would rather it be to help him, help you. If you're willing to put yourself through that. I could always also find him on my own, but I think you're an anchor point.
Yeah. I'd like to see him if I could.
I don't know if I can make him visible, but I can at least help you talk to him. Try to at least. I can't promise anything. I can't even say I'm out of practice because I barely had any practice to begin with. But actually, I had a crash course when Reese and I were up north. I guess that's the most practice I've ever really gotten. It worked, but
It's okay. That the fact that you're trying means so much.
oh. I don't know if we want to go to the forge or he came here because I think he was drawn to you. We could just go somewhere and see if I can. I don't really know how to summon them. They normally just come to me when I don't want them to. But places hold a lot of power.
The old forge that we worked at burnt down. But did spend a lot of our time here. I'll say that.
Okay. Whatever you think. Here, a place where you had a lot happier memories would maybe be a better. Going back to a place where he died might be the strongest, but also it might be negative too.
You're the expert, not me. I don't know.
Oh, gods help both of us. Let's. Where would you hang out? Show me where you would hang out here, or is there a table you liked, or?
Yeah, we sat at this one over there, and I'll point to a booth just kind of in the corner.
Okay.
Let's go there then, and let's try and remember anything I could. Just it's like, all right, sit there with Crag. I'll sit where what's your apprentice's name? Godric would sit.
Patrick.
And just hold my hands out to you. Hopefully do it when there's really no one in the tavern if it's late enough before everyone. And
Put his
try
hands
and open myself up. Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh.
You open yourself up to the spirits. You immediately feel that connection that you've grown familiar with tie you to the spiritual world. How do you intend on trying to get the spirit here?
Was there a favorite drink or food of his, Crag? Or
Just ale. Liked a good steak every now and again, but
oh, boy after my own heart. Maybe we can get an ale on the table. Oh, so bad. Smells so good. And I just ask, Godric, are you there?
Make me a persuasion roll.
Okay, goddamn. Oh no, I don't think I'm good at that. um, my exploded. Thank fuck.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
It exploded again. I'm
Oh.
not.
The dice
Oh,
gods
God.
will it!
Yes.
The dice gods want this to happen!
17. I'm giving this kid closure. God damn it.
Fucking
Fuck
go!
Fuck.
You swear, as you're focusing, you hear just the faintest sound of footsteps approaching. There's no one else around. It's just you two.
I try to just be like, I don't want to startle him again, but I'm going to look gently to see if I can see where the footsteps are coming from. Still holding on to Crag's hands.
You look over and you see him, Godric, the young teenager. He's cautiously kind of positioned himself behind one of the tables to kind of block most of his body, looking very shy, very nervous.
Okay. And I kind of gesture, I'm a friend of Crag's. And I look
ahead.
over to Crag. I just look over to Crag. He's here.
Godric?
Brittany, you
hear
see
me?
him kind of like perk up. He just cautiously stands up from behind the table.
And I just give you a soft, like reassuring nod to keep going. To Crag.
Good to hear from you, you shithead. There's so much that I want to say, but I don't think I have a lot of time. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to help and I couldn't save you.
Brynja, you see him walk through the table, cautiously making his way over towards you as you hear his footsteps along the floor.
Mhm.
He kind of stops like right next to you and looks down to Crag. Tell him it's not his fault, Mrs.
Says it's not your fault, Crag.
Everyone always tells me that, but I'm not sure I believe it myself. I promised myself that I wouldn't let this happen again, but someone else died under my watch. One of our other friends. I don't know if I'm enough anymore. He just breaks down crying.
I give his hands a squeeze.
You see Godric kind of cautiously like reach down and touch your shoulder, Brynja.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make me a spirit roll, please?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Fuck wild dice. Yes, go, go, baby, go. Okay. 11.
11. You feel this thread, Brynja, that appears between you and Godric. And you just instinctually guide the thread through yourself, through your hands, to Crag. Crag, you can't see much, but you see fading into nothing half of the familiar face of Godric appear before you, standing next to Brynja. Just as you remember him. You're better than that, Crag. You're never one for moping. Don't think of me as a failure. You taught me so much in my life. I was a farm boy nobody, and you taught me how to create things, how to craft, how to smith. It's more than I could have ever asked for. You made the life I had worth it.
He's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna reach over and just hug, I guess, Brynja / Godric.
You do so. Thank you, Crag.
You're always in my mind. I'll never forget you.
Never forget yourself either. Don't remember the bad, remember the good. You're a hero in this town, and you can be for others too. I mean, I can feel it now, but apparently this is what I needed. You're helping me again. And you see his form kind of slowly start to dissipate.
You're just gonna kind of lock eyes with Brynja, tears in his eyes.
She's got tears too. Holy hell yeah. Waterworks.
Thank you.
You see almost incorporeal, one final tear from Godric's eye form as his face dissipates entirely. And Brynja, you feel that previous line, that connection that appeared, dissipate as well, as you feel a finality of his leaving.
You see her, she closes her eyes and exhales. He's gone.
That was a beautiful thing you did.
This was what I was missing. I'm so happy that this is what I'm supposed to do. And she gives you a hug. He was a good kid. You did good, Crag.
More tears coming out of his face. Thank you. I'm glad he's at peace.
No.
I'm at peace too.
I was going to say, now it's your turn. You deserve it. You both do. I'm gonna leave the cup of ale on the table when we head up to bed. Kind of like as a, you know what, symbolic.
Mhm.
I think Crag might sit down and drink that cup of ale.
Yeah, I'll leave you.
And then-
I'll leave you. Yeah, I'll leave you alone with it. In that final
Reminisce.
before going. Yeah, going to bed. That's what I needed to do in Stillview before we left. Holy fuck! Oh, thank you when I needed it.
Oh yeah,
Odin.
those dice came
Fuck.
through.
God damn.
Odin.
Yes.
Can I bonus action cry?
That's a
I think
free
that's a
action,
free
my
action.
dude.
Reaction. It's not limited either.
Thank God.
You can do it multiple times around.
Yeah.
My heart. God damn.
Fuck.
So good.
Ignore me just sadly eating sausage while crying
know.
over a bowl.
I
of
fully
baked
forgot that
Vikings.
I was on the Diceaholics channel and not my own Twitch channel, so when I
Oh,
I mean, valid.
yeah.
So when I
Ever go to a
typed in the
restaurant
chat,
and
I was
the waiter
expecting.
say this isn't what I ordered.
Yeah.
Oh.
Night passes. Morning eventually comes. You all awake, make your way back downstairs. New day ahead of you.
Okay, yeah, hold on, give me a second. I just gotta like re-fucking center and pretend I didn't witness any of that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Hot damn.
But
Jesus just.
oh,
Right.
fuck.
everyone ready for the trip?
Oh yeah.
Let us depart.
Good. And yeah, we'll head up.
You make your way out of the tavern. Stepping into the square of Stillview, you are surprised to see a gathered crowd of people. But
God,
not
what now?
around the inn. Around the forge.
No.
Oh God, what now?
I don't
Craig gets
understand.
one good day and one bad day.
Yes.
It be like that.
I don't understand.
I love your girl. She took what we said. Yes.
Wait, what?
Akina, we told her. Let Odin speak. I have an idea.
You hear, Craig, a familiar rhythm of a hammer on an anvil. Physical. Here in town. The sound you grew up with.
Guess we gotta go check this out.
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I guess.
Curious.
You push your way through the crowd. Eventually, them noticing you, they part as you make your way up to the forge. And pushing the door open on the inside, you see at the anvil, standing a good 8 feet tall, completely bald, bearded, golden eyes glowing, covered in soot.
Oh no!
Yeah, this is what I thought it was.
Oh, no, I thought they were making.
what I thought.
I thought
This
Akina
is
had the
exactly
statue.
what I.
I thought it was a statue being made. Fuck, no,
This is exactly
terrible.
what I thought it was.
Styrkollr, your father.
Did you say he was 8 feet tall?
Yes.
Fucking hell!
Most of the gods are
Quite tall.
pretty tall.
Very, very
Yeah,
tall.
yeah.
Upon your entry into the forge, he puts down his hammer on the anvil and looks to all of you. Crag, as your friends call you. Rodal. I think we have some things to discuss.
I'm standing behind Crag, almost kind of like in a protective kind of.
Does this involve all of us?
I would prefer to speak with just my son.
I'd prefer to speak with them.
Oh god. Wait, we're here now. We're in the crossfire. Wait.
I'm assuming we can feel the tension.
Oh,
My
absolutely.
name is Morgan. I'm just here to look after your son.
You see him clench his jaw and takes a deep breath. Please, Rodal. I don't want this to go as it did last time. Us yelling at each other, getting in screaming matches isn't going to accomplish anything.
Fine. Sorry, guys.
I give your shoulder a squeeze. I'm right outside. You say a word, okay?
Thank you. I'll be quick.
And I'll just lean over in Craig's ear. I'll just whisper in Dwarven. We got your back no matter what.
I leave. I cast a lingering glance, just watch, watching of of your dad before going outside.
I'll give a bow as I leave.
He turns to the coals of the forge as he grabs some tongs and pulls out a piece of metal over to the anvil. You're lucky you have someone looking out for you in Wintercrest.
Yeah. Akina taught me everything.
Oh, no, I was referring to one of the Damari. A tall wants your heads.
And why is that?
And he kind of starts hammering on the metal on the anvil.
As he starts hammering, I'm gonna go over and start helping him.
Styrkollr. You had, in our previous conversation, accused me of complacency in Ragnarok. Your actions set forth one of the guarantees of the prophecy. Some of the Hernir see you as troublemakers, rebels seeking to bring about the end of the gods.
Wasn't my action, but it happened.
You care for this group, no?
I do.
Then their actions are yours.
They were just trying to help.
I understand.
Listen, last time I think I went a bit too.
You see him like kind of pause, and he takes a really deep breath. As did I. I had always had fears of Ragnarok. For what it's worth, I was not complacent. There was something that I did.
What?
You.
What do you mean?
Tell me, when do you think innovation is at its peak in society?
Guess when it's needed most.
Exactly. Strife. War. The end. So when I saw and heard that other mortal advancements had progressed as far as they did, I became worried. That is why you were born. That is why you were sent out. Because I had fears that Ragnarok was upon us. I had hoped it wasn't true. But you had more goals than one. You've taught many people since you've been out there, Crag. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. It seems your friends are comfortable with it.
Probably for that name now.
Then it shall stay Crag. I sent you to help prepare, to make the world stronger.
Trying to do that every day.
And I hope you continue to. But what happened, our last conversation, the breakdown between us, I'm sure you felt it. Your faith, a crack in it.
I did.
If that crack widens and you allow it to shatter, it will hurt you more than you understand. Which is why I'm here. I want to give you a choice. You don't have to answer now. I want you to think. I need to know if you are to remain in my faith fully or not.
I will. As much as we bumped heads in the past, I still love you, Dad. I just need some kind of direction. How do I stop?
The path you're on is a good one. You may make mistakes. You may make calls and do things that others see as destructive, as signs of the end. But you are of me. Each decision you make, as with your friends, is mine. Continue to search for the pieces of the hammer you're seeking. I do not entirely know its importance, but I know it is very strong. It will have a role in what's to come. And continue to help. You are doing good work.
Okay. Kind of like put his hand out.
I'll take it. Crag, not many of the others in my tribe. They don't have close relationships with their kin. You are an exception among us. You are special.
Keep that in mind.
Go.
Kind of just like take a step back. Be like, I'm gonna walk out the door.
As you make your way out, all of you see Crag coming out of the forge. You hear the hammering come to a close as the anvil goes silent.
Brittany's like pacing back and forth this whole time.
How'd it go?
A lot better than I thought it was going to. Say that.
That's a good sign.
I didn't tell you guys, but a few weeks ago, I kind of told my dad to go fuck himself. It was right after we found out about Ragnarok, and I was scared of losing everything. You guys, everything I work for. But we made amends.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Good.
So, do the gods think that Ragnarok can be stopped?
Well, I'm not too sure. We can try.
Okay.
One thing I learned, though, Toll kind of wants us dead.
Is it for... And I'll just like point at the bracer.
What? Yeah. Did he find out about Carl or?
Fuck, I don't even remember at this point that whole conversation.
Was
your
all a blur.
your father implied that Atal wanted you dead because Atal believes that you intentionally progressed the prophecy of Ragnarok by killing Styrkollr.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, but
what God said.
Yeah, I'll noodles that.
Okay.
he mentioned that you were lucky because one of the Damari was advocating for you very strongly.
Because we did tell her we were planning on going, and no one fucking said that. Hey, don't kill except for the last minute. And I'm sorry, Brody. No, fucker, you don't get no. Okay, all right. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. That
We are
Okay.
treading on some very thin ice, is what I am
Yeah.
hearing.
So what I'm hearing, we need to go south.
Yeah.
And is Is there anything? Did your dad just come to make amends and warn us that, hey, you guys are really fucking shit up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey, if your dad doesn't want us dead, then that's a good thing. That's one of the, I think maybe one of the only gods up north here that don't at the moment. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
I think there's a few who maybe are ambivalent to us, if that's helpful.
Well,
I wouldn't want to press our time, especially since one of them has seen us in a place that is very compromising.
oh, yeah, and she, and that was Atal's wife, if I remember my deities correctly, so we probably should go
We gotta
south.
fucking bounce!
We should depart as quickly as we can.
Yeah. To that effect, I think visiting the keep should be safe for later then. Kind of mush
It's
ourselves
too. I can meet you on the road.
Morgan, we're staying together, okay? We're going together.
If everyone wants to go there, fine. But
Think of it as just another reason we need to be very careful and we need to stay alive so we can come back and investigate.
But the information that we need.
We don't even know, because that was just one place that we found. That was the first place we found him. It doesn't mean that it's not too far out of the way. We could make a detour, but not if I would rather as few nights in the south as possible, or in the north as possible at this point.
given new information, I think we need a revote. I am biased, so mine is not going to come as a surprise. And I already know Morgan's, so that's 2 for stopping.
I'm okay with stopping, because as long as we still take the direct route through the pass,
Okay.
it's only a little bit out of the way. If we did any other path, I would vote no, but only because it's a little ways out of the way.
Bag, Raina?
I'm okay with stopping.
I'm alright with stopping, but I would prefer it to be a very fast stop.
Agreed.
I do not want to rest there.
Which means, given that you and I are the only ones who can read Old Common, we need to work fast, yeah?
I already know what I need to do.
Okay. Let's mush on then.
Say bye to Akina and let's head out of here.
Yeah, we'll meet you on the edge of town.
They give you a pat, give Crag a pat on the back.
Go say bye to Akina.
You make your way into her setup shop. Stepping inside, she sees you approach and kind of stops her work and turns to you. Was that Styrkollr?
Yeah.
This town is, it's got a lot more attention than I'm used to growing up with, I think.
Sorry.
I didn't mean it that way. I take it you're heading out?
Yeah, just come and say bye, I guess.
Well, I
Don't know
better
how
see you
long
again
we'll be gone
soon.
for. We'll see you again. I don't know if it's gonna be soon.
I guess I'll take what I can get. And she comes over and gives you a big hug.
Stay safe, please.
You too.
Just kind of like off.
You say your goodbyes, meet the group on the edge of town, and you begin your travel south. That's where we'll take our break.
Yay!
Oh boy, I've got more attention.
Oh,
Sweet.
ah,
We'll
Oh,
be back in
God's
about
okay.
10-ish minutes. See you
Yep.
later.
uh,